I'm Lewis Sawyer. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for Bruner. One of the things we started looking at about a year and a half ago, we were doing a study with Forrester, and we were looking at the role of native advertising on potential home buyers and people searching for homes. When we ran across this, we ran across this group of older millennials really starting to get active in the home buying market. So we started digging into that a little bit, and one of the places we started was with the U.S. Census. And lo and behold, in the next 5 years, those millennials are gonna, that age group between 35 and 40 years old is gonna grow by about 10%. That's 10% of the biggest audience since the boomers is gonna be moving into prime home buying years. It's really gonna have a big impact on the marketplace. These older millennials that are moving into these prime home buying years are actually doing quite well. They lived in their parents' basements for years. They maybe skipped over some of those early years in apartments or smaller homes. And as a result, they have been saving money and doing quite well. People perceive the millennials to be in serious debt, and they still do have debt, but over 60% of them now have prime or super prime credit ratings. They are good pickings for people who want to loan money for mortgages. Furthermore, the barriers for a mortgage are going down, and the cost for mortgage insurance is being reduced as well. We're seeing them as great credit risks and starting to give them the money they need to get into their starter home. When we look at intent to buy a home, this generation, over 50% of the whole millennial population and a greater percent of these older millennials are actively searching to buy a home and expect to be within one in the next year or year and a half. That's considerable compared to any other generation around them, even boomers who are resizing, in many cases buying homes that are competing with some of these guys.